straight opposite Ann Street, 321 Rosebank Road is the Connell Brothers. That's Bob. How are you?
I'm bad, how yourself?
Good, thanks. Good.
Now, can you use this truck for a bit of height, or is the light wrong?
Oh, it's not too bad. It's rather dull at the moment, so that. But how many do you plant out? Like what? How many?
In the old days it was up to about 18 acres every year. Now it's only 3 or 4 acres because we're so old. This is only our second patch.
Well, how big is this place now? Like to that
25 acres, the whole place. We used to have 40. So we had 3 blocks, one on the other side of the road and 2 further down the road.
Yeah.
And we've sold all them to the factories.
Oh yeah. So who's got? Is Airest got one of them?
Yeah,
or what?
yeah.
They were the first one we sold.
They were the
Oh,
65. The first one we sold.
1965. Yeah.
Mm.
So what about next door? Whose was that?
That was Copsy's.
Our uncles.
Uncle
Oh,
Ted
yeah.
Copsy. That was the
They were in his market garden.
And there was all his tomatoes most of our life, and what else did he used to grow? Cucumbers in the old days?
Well, he made a fortune out of growing glass cucumbers and shipping them down to Christchurch.
Oh yeah.
We're only higher.
Yeah. Ah.
But
And what about in the summertime? What are you guys growing then?
Bugger all.
these days, bugger all. But in the old days, it was potatoes and
Yeah, I remember-
kumaras.
yeah, I remember.
We used to grow a hell of a lot of kumara.
Straight after the war, I think we were probably the biggest kumara growers in New Zealand. The biggest I knew of then. We used to grow, our main crop was kumaras every year for about 25 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, 23 years in that paddock through the
23
edge
years in one
Yeah,
paddock,
right.
so much for rotation. And we still got a good crop, and in those days we made good money, but now we
Yeah, I know.
make nothing.
Not many bucks an hour.
What? Because in kumaras they're supposed to have a clay pan in the bottom or something in it to stop.
Hard, yes, we never ploughed for them.
Yeah.
That's how we handled that. Left it hard under there and never touched it underneath.
Round the top few inches.
We
Yeah,
used to only
is that
work
what it
that
is?
deep for kumaras.
Yeah.
Everything else you're that deep, and then down there with the subsoiler.
Oh yeah.
But can you get on there and we'll...
Yep. Yep.
How can they get on there?
Oh,
It used to be about that long and about that wide.
Worn down.
Worn down.
well they're not actually machetes then, are they?
Oh, I know.
No. Yeah.
Halfway to it. They
Yeah.
are.
Go near, but I think I can see some good grass from here.
Well, I'll tell you how I ended up with that horse there. He's my good horse, Captain Court. And he was one of the best horses in Australia and in New Zealand. And it's a miracle that I ever ended up with a horse that was anywhere near as good as him.
Lady, but it's all over. Captain Court and Trudy Collett. This is a cakewalk. But Captain Court, a very easy winner. Locally trained and owned by Vince Middledorp here at Avondale. Winner of the Governor General's Cup for '94.
So my stables now are the last stables in Avondale. Well, one of the builders that looked at building this place, he said to me, Vince, you've got a nice set of stables, but you haven't got a good horse. And then, by some miracle, I just ended up with this bloke here, which is, you don't get horses that come any better than him.
Is that about the right distance away from the camera?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. Do you let them go to a certain size or what?
It's a certain maturity actually, firmness. A cabbage has to be, see that one is mature.
Yeah.
And that one isn't. See, very soft, nowhere
Oh
near
yeah,
mature.
yeah, no head.
That
Yeah.
one's mature, that one. There's a ripe looking
Yep.
about them.
You try and cut them at the best.
Yeah, I can understand that,
You
yeah.
can't all get them at the best at the same time.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing they don't all come on at once, do they, is it?
Well, sometimes they do. Like, in fact, usually we cut far more percentage than this.
Yeah.
We're just starting a new variety here this morning.
Oh, yeah, so I was going to ask you about
only
that.
half of them are ready.
What varieties of cabbage is there?
This one is called Autumn Pride, cutting in spring, but that's its name, Autumn Pride. There's many different kinds, and they're all hybrids these days.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Japanese raised seed, very expensive, but far more uniform than they used to be in the old days when we used to save our
seed in spring.
Don't bolt the seed.
Yep, yep.
Even now
See, this is the seed time, and you won't see one seed head.
Yeah,
and that one is Winter Cross. It's no
What is it?
hybrid.
Hang on, you got two in here or something?
Two different kinds, yes. This is a different kind to that.
I see it's a little bit...
Cross, and this is the first of our Autumn Pride.
That looks like it's a bigger leaf type of thing.
It will be at this time of year, but we've grown them all through the winter. It's going silly now for spring.
Oh, yeah.
But back in June, July, August.
Here with my own family 3.5 years ago, and it's just been wonderful for my children to grow up in this environment as well. It's always peaceful, and sometimes I don't think the children appreciate how wonderful it is to have such space because they haven't known anything else, but it's just a wonderful experience for them, climbing trees and building huts in the paddock and using the bamboo to make things, and just a general outdoor lifestyle with the chickens and bees. And it's just a little oasis. My dad used to say every morning when he sort of got up and sat on his front deck, it's just paradise here. And it is in a very simple way. You have all the butterflies and the monarchs settling here over the winter now, and the bees, and just with all the trees, it has a wonderful atmosphere. Just sort of peace and nature, and it is very pleasant.
In September. The hard round heads, a bit, kind of drum head.
Yep.
Now the heads are getting long, like going up.
Yep.
The rush of spring growth.
Oh.
I still hear people saying their cabbage bolt to seed. They bought the plant shop, they buy any old seed and fill the public a couple of dozen cabbage plants.
Yes, packet seed.
And away they go to seed.
Yeah.
We pay far more than that for our seed.
So do you know when you put them in seed, do you actually propagate them?
Yes, we grow them from seed, grow our own plant beds.
Yeah.
Yes. Always have.
I was always wondering about that.
Yeah,
That's the remains of one of them.
That's the remains of a cabbage bed's gone to weed now.
Oh yeah,
We used to have very big cabbage beds when we
Seed
grew
them.
many acres. And we used to save in those days our own seed too. Dad would pick about the best 100 of the cabbages, the best 100 that he grew all year. We'd dig them out, roots and all, a block of soil, and put them all together in the home garden.
Yeah.
And then the bees would just get in there and work the lot, and they'd cross with each other, and they're about the best variety in Auckland.
Yeah.
at
an
the time.
old drum
There was
head.
no
Yeah.
decent seed available.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
We used to save the very best and they cross with each other. And
Yeah.
at other times we covered them with scrim and got in and worked them with little brushes, shifted the pollen ourselves.
Pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
pipe
was a-
cleaners
that
were
was a patient
particularly
job.
good. You'd get the pollen on,
Yeah, I've heard of that.
get into the centre of each flower and just paint
Yeah.
the stigma and the stamens.
Because we used to, I used to do that with pumpkin. You know,
Oh,
just
yeah.
to just to get, you know, pollinate it. You know what I mean?
yes,
Yeah.
Ensure pollination
Yeah.
when there's no bees around.
Yeah.
We used to do it to keep the strain, to keep the bees out with the scrim we had all over them and crawl in under and
Oh yeah.
keep
That
a
was
true strain.
yeah. So you pure strain instead
Because
of
they
cross
will cross
pollination.
readily
Yeah.
with cauliflowers and Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, you
And
got
the results of that are neither collie nor sprout or cabbage. And
You
you
bloody
cut
use-
nothing.
Is that right?
Yeah, you can see when you get a cross, he's going to be wasted effort and never sold. We'll shove one on. And
Yeah. Great. What's a box of cabbages worth nowadays? They're all on auction, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it fluctuates according to supply and
Yeah,
demand.
I know. Yeah.
Not very good this year. Last year was fairly good, but it's not this.
Maybe I like
Hang on.
Now we're going to take them right round there to a ramp. See, you've got to go up a ramp, otherwise you've got to lift them up onto
Oh
the
yeah,
truck.
yeah.
We've got to just ramp of soil
Yeah.
and the truck backs up. And that's the cabbage on the same level as the truck, so you don't have to lift it.
Yeah, well that's understandable. It's, you know, much easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
we load up over there actually. We just left the truck here to
Yeah, so yeah.
stand on. But, I don't know if you need to see them going on.
keep your camera there with you, all right? Keep walking. Okay. Come on.
old. The children always loved playing in it. It's had tree huts in it, and they often climbed right to the top and seen the world from the uppermost branches, and had wars with the ginkgo berries, which was rather smelly but lots of fun. In autumn it just turns a beautiful buttery yellow, all the leaves all at once. It's just lovely. This shed here is it had a loft up into it. At one stage it had outside stairs up to the upper window, and at the far end there's double horse doors where where Hayward Wright kept his horse in there. At one stage also the kiwi fruit vines grew right over the top of it, and as children we would play hide and seek, and you could climb up right under the leaves to the top of the shed and hide under there, and no one would know you were there at all. So it's renovated a bit over the years, but it's still in good use. This is one of 2 Albany Surprise grapes. It's also planted by Hayward Wright, and it has wonderful grapes. We use it for making grape jelly and grape juice.
Yeah, what happens then, from then on?
Right, sit on your bum.
Just take it easy after that. Just do you rotary hoe it back in, or whatever?
Oh, yes, the stumps and leaves get rotary hoed in, but we don't have much compost in the soil now. We've worked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first left school there was a lot of worms. Now you hardly ever see a worm. Because we have mined the soil. We know it's going to go to factories and we won't last for much longer, and we've been just mining it. We haven't put back in what we've taken out for many years now.
Yeah.
Like the old house, we don't maintenance it either. It's going to be pushed down in a year or 2.
Yeah.
Not worth spending big money on.
So what did we say? How many acres are left here now?
25.
And
10 hectares.
We go right down to the water.
100,000 square metres.
100,000 square metres.
Well, we've got a lot of bush down there now too.
So that actually goes down the water line.
Yeah.
Mangrove.
Yeah.
Upper Watermatta Harbour.
Yeah.
Mud and mangroves.
It's not a good beach, no. We used to swim down there, but it was mighty muddy when we were kids.
Yeah.
We had yachts and dinghies and fishing nets.
And flounders and all that.
Hundreds of flounders.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
One time we got 740 flounder in one day.
What?
740.
Crying out loud. And no fridge.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a fridge by then. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Oh, we used to give them to all the neighbours.
Yeah.
Oh,
It took us to midnight to give them way up. And down the street.
I heard my uncle say about the same thing, catching fish in the white in the Manukau and having so many, couldn't give them away.
Yeah.
Well, we gave them away. I don't think any would be wasted.
Yeah.
We gave them to everybody we knew in those days. They were very nice flounder.
Yeah, they would be that.
But our technique was would be considered illegal these days.
Illegal.
What'd you do?
Check the creek.
Pardon?
Check the creek.
Oh, what, near to right across the creek.
Yeah.
Wait till the tide went out, and then we got in and they were all still there.
Oh, God.
That's when we were hoodlums.
So sometimes I've seen them 5 or 6 deep, and you drive them down to where the net is.
Is that right? Oh.